Welcome to Trips Sponge Football. I'm Joe Brown.
What up, McFlo here? We're gonna talk all about football. I know you're excited. Just about as excited as you can be. Let's start off with Le'Veon Bell. That fucking half-wit piece of shit.
Definitely a bum, I think,
Yeah.
because how could you do that to a team that paid you so much? Yeah, I understand you want to be paid, but to say that you're not going to play week one for a team, no, you finish out your contract, then you can get a contract negotiated.
Yeah, and the thing is that they were even talking about working out a long-term deal with him. Now he looks like a coward because he takes off week one from just doesn't want to play. His team is going to turn their back on him eventually, and maybe that's what he wants. Maybe he wants out of Pittsburgh. Maybe I don't know, but that's a dumb move. Play out your contract, like Joe said. Play out your contract. Don't be so stupid. It's selfish, and you're hurting everybody. You're hurting your team.
Now, the whole Colin Kaepernick thing, I think this guy had plenty of time off the field to do what he did, not to bring it onto his team, because you can't protest on company time. If not, we would be fired.
Well, it's not so much about just the protesting either. He's given back in a lot of ways, and for Nike to come out and say, we've been supporting this guy for the past 11 years, and we believe in him, and we're paying him anyway. And Nike's a big company. It's not like, any publicity from Nike is huge publicity, because whether it's
Nike's
negative
doing
or...
this for publicity so they can make money off it. I mean, that's the only reason.
Well, I mean, that they were using him as a spokesperson, sure, to make money, but I don't know if it was necessarily just for that reason. I think Kaepernick should have a chance to come back and prove himself, and I agree with Nike for sticking with him. I think that the protesting should be done at a different time, but or take it to another level, take it more seriously, and donate your time and everything else. And some of these athletes probably already do, but I'm just saying that don't just kneel at the national anthem. Go out and make a name for yourself or for a good cause or whatever it is. Don't just kneel. That's selfish too, because that's just embarrassing your team and your organization. Because you are, whether you're an athlete or you go to a 9-to-5 job or whatever you do, you still work for a company, whether it's for yourself or whatever. You should represent yourself, especially if you work for yourself, and you should take your job seriously enough to not be trying to make a fool of yourself or your team or your coworkers. So Joe's right, kneel on your own time or protest on your own time, but don't just not protest if it's a good cause.
Week one, are you hyped?
Yeah, I hope so. I hope it's a good week. Okay, let me re-answer that question. Week one, am I hyped? Yeah, fuck yeah, I'm hyped. Let's go. It's about damn time we saw some real football. I mean, preseason was great. It was a little taste of what's to come. Nathan Peterman and such. Anyway, the football's back. So let's talk about week one and some expectations.
So we're gonna give you who we think is gonna win week one for each one, and then we will do analysis next week of Wednesday of what we thought and see if we were right. Falcon and Eagles is the first game up.
Yeah, that's Thursday. That's tomorrow night.
That's tomorrow night.
The opening game of the season. Philly looking strong again, of course. Atlanta actually looking like they want to be a contender, adding an extra receiver, adding some depth there. Their defense looks pretty good.
So,
But it's Atlanta at Philadelphia, so
I'm going with Falcons because Eagles did not look that good in preseason.
yeah, I was thinking along the same lines there that the Eagles did not look good in preseason, but
So
being the opening game of the season, a lot of it's in Philadelphia. A lot of stir crazy fans ready to go, ready to get the season started off on the right foot. Whether it's an ugly game or not, I still think the Eagles are going to win. So I'm going to take Philly.
Oh, you're taking Philly. Okay.
Yeah.
So Mick,
Yeah.
Eagles.
I mean, I guess it is the popular pick, but really, I just think that they have the edge at home, and whether it's a 17-14 slugfest all the way to the end, because both defenses seem to be playing pretty well. I just think Philadelphia's got the edge at home. Opening week, it'll be a lot of hype, a lot of adrenaline.
So next game, your Buffalo Bills.
The Buffalo Bills going
Versus
to Baltimore.
Ravens.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Mick. I'm going for Ravens
Yeah, I can understand why.
because the Bills look somewhat atrocious, and right now with the quarterbacks they got, ugh.
Well, I'm going to say this, that Nathan Peterman earned it, and you can tell that Josh Allen is a rookie, but you can also tell that Josh Allen has a lot of potential.
He has a lot of
upswing.
potential, a lot of heart, and everything else.
And he's got one hell of an arm. I mean, you saw that on display. It was like laser beams coming out of his hands when he was throwing to receivers. Now, were they all catching everything he was throwing? No. They need a lot of help there. But no, I really think that Peterman kind of earned the job, and that Allen will eventually earn the job and look really good. But I'm going to go different than you again, though.
You're going to go Bills.
I'm going Buffalo in a very, very low-scoring game, because I think both of these defenses are going to play well. And even though I gave Philadelphia the home field advantage, and I should be doing the same thing for Baltimore, I don't see it. Baltimore also has receiver problems, and as much as they went out and grabbed Michael Crabtree, I don't think so. I don't think it's enough against that secondary. I think we watched a lot of Buffalo's backup secondary play, and they looked meh at times, and they looked good at times. And we have to remember that through most of the preseason, that was backups. So we're going to see Micah Hyde. We're going to see Jordan Poyer. We're going to see Tre'Davious White make plays. I really think Buffalo's got the edge. Just slightly. I mean, very, very slightly. But I think Buffalo's got the edge.
Jaguars versus Giants. I'm going with the Jaguars because I think they have a better team this year, and the Giants didn't look that good in preseason also.
Yeah, this one we're gonna agree. We're gonna actually have the same opinion here. I'm going with the Jaguars. I like that they drafted well, both teams I guess drafted well, and obviously Saquon Barkley. But I don't think the Giants have everything together yet, and I think OBJ is more of a distraction than anything else. So I'm going with the Jaguars. Doesn't matter that it's in New York. Again, home team, not the advantage there this time. I don't think they have it.
Bucks versus Saints. I'm going with the Saints on this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you. Drew Brees and that high-powered offense. I mean, I might be a little biased because I took Drew Brees in fantasy, but the point
But
is,
also, isn't the other guy Winston?
yeah, James Winston suspended for 3 or 4 games.
So
I'll have to double check
is it Fitzpatrick?
It's Fitzpatrick starting. Yeah, 15-year man or 14-year man, Fitzy. All right, Amish rifle, let's go. But I don't think he got enough. That's a high-powered Saints defense and a high-powered Saints offense with Alvin Kamara and Michael Thomas and Drew Brees still playing at an elite level. I don't think the Bucks have it, and this one is home field advantage. I think this is going to be an ass whooping. So.
This one's Texans versus Patriots. You know I'm definitely going to go with the Patriots.
Yeah.
And I know you're probably going with Texans.
Well, I actually am going with the Texans, but I'm going to tell you it's because...
you hate the Patriots.
Well, it's because I don't like Tom Brady. But no, I'm picking the Texans because I think that Deshaun Watson and that high-powered offense is very, very good and very lethal. And I know that we already know, we've seen it for the past whatever 48 years or whatever that Tom Brady's been playing now, that the Patriots are very, very good, and they're very good at home. But Deshaun Watson has got that X factor. That's a team that's playing hungry because they want to get back to the playoffs. They want to be a contender, and they know they have all the capabilities. So I think they're going to come out swinging, and they're going to stay swinging all year.
49ers versus Vikings.
Yeah.
Hot Jimmy Garoppolo.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I know he's an ex-Patriot. I'm not saying it, but
Yeah.
you came back to 49ers, won 5 games in a row. What do you got to say, Nick?
Oh no,
I'm
no,
going
I'm
49ers
gonna.
versus Vikings.
Yeah, and you're gonna take the 49ers, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in Minnesota. I don't think that's gonna win. I don't think San Francisco is gonna win. I think the Vikings are, but I think they're gonna have to squeak out of it because I agree with you that Garoppolo looked like the signal caller of the future for San Fran and looked damn good.
So you're definitely going
wins,
Vikings, right?
but I'm going with the Vikings still. I just think this team has a very good defense and they have the home field crowd. That's going to be the edge, but I think it's going to be a really good game to watch. I think that's going to be one that people should be watching out for this weekend, Minnesota and San Fran. Keep an eye on that one.
Dolphins versus Titans.
Dolphins and Titans. I really don't give a shit about this game, but I'm going to go ahead and tell you this.
I'm going to go with Titans.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Titans too. Not only do I despise the Dolphins with a burning passion, way more than I do dislike the Patriots.
Wow.
Interestingly enough. But I also think the Dolphins dumped a whole lot of people. They're garbage. The team is rebuilding again. This is like a 2-14 kind of team. And regardless of Amendola, that's just like a security blanket to make fans happy until they get the first overall pick next year. The Titans are a better team. They're a better defense. They're a better offense. Mariota's a young, hungry quarterback. That the AFC South is going to slowly start looking, I think, a lot like what the AFC North looked like. And maybe the Colts or the Jaguars are going to have to fight for who's going to replace the Cleveland Browns in that division. But I really think there's a lot of young defenses, a lot of young talent, and I'm going with the Titans. There's just they're a better team. That division's going to be a better division.
Let's go on to your other second team, the Colts versus the Bengals.
Let's go Colts. Yeah, you know I'm
I
taking
don't
Andrew.
know- I
You
don't-
know I'm taking Andrew Luck.
I
I
don't-
don't even care. I know the Bengals are better, but it don't matter.
I don't know if Andrew Luck is back to par. That's why I'm
Maybe.
going with the Bengals, but you're definitely going with the Colts.
Oh, I'm sticking with my home team. I have to. I mean, just like you had to rep your Patriots all the
Yeah.
time, it doesn't matter. I don't know if they're gonna win this game, but I'm sticking with them. I'm going with the Colts. Even if it's in Indy, that'll give them an edge, maybe. Andrew Luck looks okay. That might help. Obviously losing their receiver Kane that they were hoping was
No,
gonna.
we
how
were
about
just
you? I
talking
hope-
about this last
Oh,
player.
I know.
Steelers versus Browns.
Oh.
Do we give it to the Browns because of Le'Veon Bell holding out and it's caused so much drama?
No, you're right. It has caused a lot of drama there. He's caused a lot of ripples in that locker room. The offensive linemen are sick and tired of his jokes, his shenanigans, his carrying on about wanting more money, and we understand he is the elite running back. There's no taking anything away from this kid. Obviously, he's very, very talented. There's no arguing that. He leads his team in receptions and maybe not receptions, but yards and scrimmage and all. I mean, he's a monster player.
So this week I'll go with the Browns only because there's so much drama on the Steelers.
But yeah, I feel like what he's causing is going to cause the Steelers to come out of the gate tripping over themselves, and the Browns, whether they look like a 2-14 team or a 8-8 team by the end of the season, they're going to get a win this week. They're going to beat the Steelers. That's my vote. Because
you're with me?
yeah, I'm with you because I really do think that the Browns have a good defense and the Steelers are not mentally where they need to be because Le'Veon Bell is creating too many distractions for them. Now the next game is
Chiefs
a really,
versus
really
Chargers.
interesting game, a divisional game in Los Angeles.
I think I want to give it to the Chiefs. Or do you?
I'm
think
going-
the Chargers are back to where they were last year?
No, I don't know as the Chargers are necessarily back to where they are, but I think they're going to be feeding off of that momentum, And I really think that I've got to give Rivers the edge over Patrick Mahomes. And I'm not saying that Sammy Watkins can't be a dynamic playmaker, along with Tyreek Hill, along with Kareem Hunt, a very young team, a very good defense. But they're in Los Angeles playing the Chargers, and Rivers and Gordon are going to be playing off of last year's momentum, and I think that's what's going to be the difference. I think the Chargers are going to win it.
Seahawks versus Broncos.
Yeah.
I'm giving it to Seahawks because the Broncos have not been there since
A few years ago when they went to the
Manning
Super Bowl.
left.
Yeah, I mean, this team has looked terrible since Manning left. And that kind of shows you the caliber player that Peyton Manning was. But it also shows you that the
shiny
Denver.
forehead.
Yeah, no, I know. You love his.
He blinded us.
You love his HGH. But anyway, the Broncos are rebuilding. The Seahawks are going to win this one hands down. It's a
So
Super
you're
Bowl
going
rematch,
Seahawks
but
too,
it's
then.
just a disaster. Like even the Seattle Seahawks, as bad as they are, I don't think that the Broncos can win that game. So I'm going with Seattle.
Okay, what is the next game?
It is the Carolina Panthers hosting the Dallas Cowboys.
Two disgruntled teams going at it.
Yeah, I know. We have another weird matchup here with this one. I guess I'm gonna tip my hat off to Cam Newton and the home crowd, and I'm really hoping that Christian McCaffrey has a big day. You'll never guess why. But I really do. I hope that.
So you're going for the Panthers?
I think the Panthers are gonna win, and I really do hope that they sort their stuff out and kind of.
I don't know. I think the Cowboys have with Ezekiel Elliott, Dak Prescott.
Oh, I'm not doubting that the Cowboys have a lot of talent.
I hate to say it, I'm going to go with the Cowboys, even though I hate them.
Yeah, I don't really like the Cowboys either, and that was really just an excuse to give Carolina the win. So then we have the Washington Redskins traveling to Phoenix, Arizona to take on the Cardinals, which we're not entirely sure about. They're kind of a big question mark team right now. A lot of off-season shuffling and nonsense, but Larry Fitzgerald is still there, and he's just kind of like Iron Man. He just shows up every week and he catches 20 passes, and whether they win or lose, it doesn't matter. And that's just it. It's Bradford or it's Rosen, and who knows which one's going to start because Bradford is broken all the time, and Rosen doesn't really look all that hot. But it doesn't matter because Fitzgerald will still catch 20 passes a game. I'm giving the Redskins the advantage.
RG3's Redskins?
No. RG3's backing up Joe Flacco and backing up Lamar Jackson in Baltimore. So RG3's gone. It's Alex Smith at the helm for the Redskins. And I think that gives the Redskins the edge because I think that Alex Smith is a better, more accurate quarterback.
Redskins.
So I think both of us are taking the Redskins. I just don't know. Arizona is such a big question mark right now. Now maybe they'll come out and surprise us, and Josh Rosen will be the next coming of Dan Marino. I don't know, but I really don't think so. I think Arizona's sunk. But then the Bears, the Sunday night game.
Ooh, this is gonna be a good game.
The Bears going all the way to the Green Bay Packers.
Oh, you know why this is good? Who's playing for the Bears now?
Mitch Trubisky. Oh, Khalil Mack. Oh.
The Mack attack is going for Aaron Rodgers.
The Mack truck
Mack
instead of the
truck.
milk truck. The milk truck's going to run over Tom Brady. The Mack truck's going to run over Aaron Rodgers.
Rodgers and take him out, man.
Rodgers and
Can
Brady.
you imagine this? You see the Mack. You see the Mack coming. He's tackles you. A beer. He's a Chicago beer.
Oh yeah.
Tackling the cheese.
Oh, the beer and the cheese, eh? So
I'm still gonna give it to Green Bay.
Yeah, I gotta give Green Bay the edge because I think Rodgers is gonna outrun Khalil Mack because Mack is a bum and signed way too big of a deal.
Oh, going back to Chicago Bears and Green Bay, I think Green Bay overpaid for Aaron Rodgers.
I also
You
agree
should
with that.
Never pay for somebody that's gonna get hurt.
Yeah, not like that. I understand that he's been the face of the franchise for a while, and they've won a Super Bowl, and they've continued their winning ways, but that's a shit ton of money.
You
to give a guy
don't
who's
overpay.
about 4 years away from retiring permanently. That's a lot of money to hand him before he
Jets
goes.
versus Lions. I'm gonna go with Lions on that one.
Yeah. That's a Lions pick right there. I don't care how good Sam Darnold looks. They just traded away Teddy Bridgewater. I don't know what the shit that was about, but the Jets are I don't know. Are they rebuilding again? They're another weird team that I'm not entirely sure about. They kind of baffle me every year.
So from this past week of what happened, the last game was Rams versus Raiders. I'm definitely going with the Rams because, yeah, the Raiders just traded away their whole team and said, I guess we're rebuilding next year.
Yeah, basically what the Raiders have done is they've just decided to dump house and whatever. The team is going to go through some issues, so I'm going with the Rams because not only are the Rams the better team, not just on paper, on the field, pretty much every other way. Aaron Donald and Ndamukong Suh and Aqib Talib, a revamped secondary, a monster linebacking core, Ogletree. I mean, these guys are incredibly good. The Rams are going to be good. Not only that, but you have Robert Woods and Jared Goff, and they lost Sammy Watkins because that was a waste of money anyway. Brandon Cooks is now there from New England, and whether Brandon Cooks has an ego or not, he's still a damn good playmaker. The Rams are solid. They're a easy to win 12 or 13 games this year kind of team. They're just very, very good, and the Raiders are garbage. So sorry, Chucky, but your team is going to suck.
Well, that's week 1 picks.
But yeah,
This is Trip Bunch Football. I'm Joe Brown.
I'm Mick Flo.
And we'll see you next week, next Wednesday. Let's see how our picks go.
Yeah.
Sorry we don't have Chris out with us, but he's busy looking for aliens now.
Yeah, he's going to be busy for aliens, but he'll be back here and there to help us out and help us with our picks, I'm sure. So,
We'll see. We'll see.
But we'll see him around anyway. And by the way, hello, Elliot. And hello, everybody. Watch us or subscribe to us or don't. But we prefer if you did.
Yeah, we prefer. We'll be talking football every
Yeah,
week.
we'll be talking football every week. Every Wednesday we'll get together. We'll see how we're doing on our records and everything, and we'll give you guys some updates on what's new and going on around the league. Deuces. Till
Peace
next
out.
week.